You're browsing your favorite online store and suddenly you spot an unbelievable deal, 75% off the latest smartphone. You rush to grab it. After clicking buy, you realize something's off. The confirmation email never arrives and the website disappears into thin air. You've just fallen victim to an online scam. Sounds terrifying, right? This is just one of the many tricks scammers use to steal your hard-earned cash. In today's video, we're diving into the murky waters of online scams to reveal how they operate and, more importantly, how you can protect yourself from becoming their next target. We're going to cover the most common scams and the sneaky tactics behind them. Today, we're diving into the world of online scams. I know what you're thinking, scams. I'd never fall for one, but let me tell you, these scammers are clever. In this video, we're going to explore the top online scams, how they operate, and most importantly, how you can protect yourself. First, let's talk about the anatomy of a scam. What makes these online traps so effective? It all comes down to social engineering, which is just a fancy way of saying these scammers know how to play with your emotions. They exploit your trust, fear, urgency, and sometimes even your greed to get you to do something without thinking it through. It's like a magician distracting you with one hand while the other is pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Only in this case, the rabbit is your bank account and the hat is a fake website. Let's start with phishing scams. Phishing sounds like a relaxing Sunday activity, but in the digital world, it's far from pleasant. Phishing is when a scammer tries to trick you into giving up your personal information, like your bank details or passwords, by pretending to be someone you trust. Imagine you get an email from what looks like your bank saying something like, "Urgent. We need to verify your account details. Click this link." That link might look legit. Click it, and you'll be taken to a website that looks exactly like your bank's, but it's a fake, set up by some scoundrel who's just waiting for you to enter your info. The technical term behind this is social engineering, and it's all about manipulating your instincts. They create a sense of urgency. Act now or your account will be locked, to get you to act without thinking. The key to avoiding these scams is simple. Take a deep breath and don't rush. If something feels off, it probably is. Always check the sender's email address carefully. Often it'll be a subtle misspelling like bank.com instead of bank.com. And if you're ever in doubt, don't click the link. Go directly to the website yourself or give the bank a call. Next on our list of dodgy dealings is the too good to be true shopping deal. We've all been there. You're scrolling through social media and up pops an ad for the latest iPhone at a ridiculous price. 75% off, limited time offer. It says, screaming at you in big, bold letters. Now, I'm all for a bargain, but this is where you've got to put on your skeptical hat. If you bite and click through, you might find yourself on a site that looks pretty legit, but once you've handed over your cash, the only thing you'll be receiving is disappointment. No phone, no refund, and no customer service to speak of. These sites often disappear as quickly as they appeared, leaving you out of pocket and out of luck. The clever part of this scam is how real it all looks. The website might have all the right logos, customer reviews, which are of course completely made up, and even fake tracking numbers to make it seem like your purchase is on its way. But the truth is, it's all smoke and mirrors. The moment you press buy, your money's as good as gone. To avoid this, stick to well-known retailers or do a bit of research before you buy. A quick Google search of the site's name plus the word scam will often reveal if others have been caught out. All right, let's talk tech support scams now. You're browsing the web, minding your own business, when suddenly, bam, a pop-up appears blaring a warning your computer is infected. Call this number immediately for assistance. Now, if you're anything like me, your first instinct might be to panic and reach for the phone, but hang on, these pop-ups are about as trustworthy as a dodgy car dealer. If you call the number, you'll be speaking to a so-called technician who will ask for remote access to your computer. Once they're in, they'll either nick your personal data or install something nasty like malware, all while claiming they're fixing your PC. This type of scam is particularly nasty because it preys on people who might not be too tech savvy, folks who genuinely think there's something wrong with their computer. But here's the thing, legit tech companies like Microsoft or Apple will never, and I mean never, contact you out of the blue about your computer. If you see one of these pop-ups, don't engage, close it, run a proper antivirus scan, and get on with your day. Now, let's talk romance. Not the kind you'd find in a Jane Austen novel, though. No, this is the online romance scam. You meet someone on a dating site, and they seem perfect. They're charming, funny, and they're telling you all the right things. Weeks go by, and then, just as you're starting to think you found the one, they hit you with a sob story. Maybe they've had a terrible accident and need money for medical bills, or they're desperate to visit you but can't afford the plane ticket. The kicker? They ask you to wire them the cash, and because you've built up this emotional connection, you do it. But here's the reality check. This person might not be who they say they are. Their profile picture could be stolen, their backstory fabricated, and their intentions far from romantic. It's a cold, calculated scam designed to tug on your heartstrings and drain your bank account. To protect yourself, never, ever send money to someone you've only met online, no matter how convincing their story might be. And speaking of sob stories, let's chat about the IRS scam. Though in the UK, it's often HMRC. You get a call, and the voice on the other end claims to be from the tax office. They tell you in no uncertain terms that you owe back taxes, and if you don't pay up immediately, you'll be arrested. Now, that's enough to make anyone's heart skip a beat, but hold on, this is nothing but a load of old codswallop. The real tax office would never threaten you like this or demand payment via gift cards or wire transfer. These scammers are banking on fear. Literally, they want you to panic and pay up without thinking. If you ever get a call like this, hang up. Then, if you're worried, contact the tax office directly using a number you know is legit. Don't let these crooks frighten you into handing over your hard-earned cash. Let's get into the next big one, the emergency scam. You might get a panicked call or email from someone claiming to be a friend or family member in desperate trouble. Maybe they've lost their wallet abroad, or they've been in an accident and need money for hospital bills. The message is always urgent, and it plays on your emotions. You don't want to leave them in the lurch, do you? But here's the thing. Before you rush to transfer any money, stop and think. These scams often involve hacked accounts where the scammer's posing as someone you know. Always try to contact the person directly via another method before you do anything. Chances are they're safe and sound, and it's a scammer pulling the strings. Now let's move on to the winning lottery email. Congratulations, you've won the lottery. It says with more exclamation marks than you can shake a stick at, But here's the catch. To claim your prize, you've got to pay a small processing fee. Sounds daft, doesn't it? But loads of people fall for it thinking they've hit the jackpot. The truth is, you can't win a lottery you didn't enter, and no legit lottery will ask for money up front. It's just another way for scammers to fleece you of your cash. Next up, we've got the job offer scam. You receive an email offering you a fantastic job. No experience needed, work from home, high pay, the works. All you have to do is send over your personal details and pay a small fee for training materials. But here's the rub. There is no job. It's just a scam to get your information or your money. Real jobs won't ask you to pay to get started. If you're job hunting, stick to reputable sites and do your research before responding to any offers. And now for something a bit more topical, the fake charity ploy. In times of crisis, we all want to do our bit to help out, don't we? But scammers know this, and they're ready to take advantage of your goodwill. You might get a call, email, or message on social media asking for donations to a relief fund or charity. But before you give, take a minute to check the charity's legitimacy. Look them up online, check their website, and see if they're registered with the proper authorities. Don't let these scoundrels turn your generosity into their payday. Finally, let's talk about the big one, the ransomware attack. This is the stuff of nightmares. You open an email attachment or click on a dodgy link, and suddenly your screen's locked with a message demanding payment to unlock your files. This is ransomware, and it's as nasty as it sounds. Paying the ransom doesn't guarantee you'll get your data back. In fact, it might just make things worse. The best way to protect yourself is by keeping your software up to date, backing up your files regularly, and being cautious about what you click on. Well, there you have it, folks. Your top 10 internet scams and how to outsmart them. I hope you found this episode as enlightening as I've enjoyed sharing it with you. If you want more tech tips and tricks, don't forget to check out my YouTube channel where we've got loads of great videos just waiting for you. And if you're not already following us on social media, what are you waiting for? Get on it and stay in the loop with all the latest tech news and advice. And now I want to hear from you. Have you ever encountered an online scam, or maybe even fallen for one? How did you deal with it? Share your experiences in the comments below. Your story could help others stay safe, and who knows, you might just save someone from making the same mistake. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found this video both eye-opening and helpful. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future tech tips and tricks. Your support really helps the channel grow. And if you want to take it a step further, consider becoming a member of the channel. As a member, you'll get exclusive content, early access to videos, and best of all, no ads. Also, if you're looking for more in-depth discussions on tech topics, be sure to check out my podcast available on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. We cover everything from the latest gadgets to humorous takes on the tech world, and I think you'll really enjoy it. Until next time, stay safe online, keep your wits about you, and I'll see you in the next video.